Gratitude is the cheat code to life that you have been needing, and that I've been needing, and that we've all been needing, because nobody teaches us that when you're grateful for stuff, you not only get more things that you need in your life, but you become even more so provided for by the universe and taken care of by the universe, which is God, which is the divine, right? They're all synonymous with one another. And when you practice gratitude, you heal. You heal things, you heal objects, you can heal people, you can heal yourself via practicing gratitude, actual gratitude within the heart, where you can feel it here, accumulating, gathering energy, and then what? Radiating out into your circumstances, environments, relationships, etc. So gratitude is the ultimate cheat code to everything in life that is pleasurable. And what is the highest pleasure? Love. Bhakti, right? Prema bhakti, unconditional love, right? That comes from our Creator, that is already pre-existing within our soul, but that we have yet to go ahead and rediscover. And that is exactly what we are here in this human form of life to go ahead and do. So this is the practice of self-realization, right? To go ahead and rediscover that love that has been laying dormant for so long within us. And when you can reawaken that unconditional love for God, for the divine, and you see the divine in all things and people and circumstances, then you realize, number one, nothing is an accident. Number two, gratitude is the nature, love is the nature of all things that exist ever, because God is love personified, so God is gratitude personified, right? And so when you can feel gratitude for things in your life that you experience, you will see suddenly an influx of health, of love in your life, of time, of freedom, of joy, of bliss. And it all has to do with being able to channel and keep that love frequency as high as you can within you for as long as you can. And you do this naturally over time. It's a practice. It takes practice, just like ice skating, just like lifting weights, just like being a good writer or reading properly. It takes practice to go ahead and do this. So that's the only reason why we're here, is to be able to reawaken that divine love within. It is the way to get out of here. It's the escape plan. Because being here on Earth as a human being is something that is a very rare opportunity. Birds cannot do this. They don't have the ability to self-actualize. Dogs, cats cannot, because their chakras are not stacked one atop the other. They don't have the ability to connect with Source. We do. So we should be utilizing that opportunity. This is the cure for depression. This is the cure for anxiety. This is the cure for OCD, ADHD, bipolar. This is the cure for any ailment, mental ailment, emotional ailment, trauma, PTSD, anything. And you will not see this taught anywhere. And it is the practice of reawakening Prema Bhakti within. This is not spiritual. This is not practical. This is not secular. This is not dogmatic. This is not religious. This is the antidote. This is what human beings have been needing for so long. And nobody will teach you this, because this information exists within the Vedas, and nobody here knows the Vedas, because we live in the age of Kali, age of darkness, where human beings are like this all the time, and people are depressed and drinking soda, which is really, really like, in Starbucks and stuff like that, which is packed with like high fructose corn syrup, like all that, all that, So many things are a distraction here, right? Succumbing to your lower natures of greed, selfishness, the need for constant ego gratification, which is never satiated. The ego is never satiated. It's always hungry. It's always going to need to be gratified, right? So give up trying to please the ego of yourself and others, right? And how do you do this? By realizing that you're not the body. You're not the egoic personality that you've developed for yourself, or that circumstances and conditionings in your life have developed, upon you, right? Or imprinted themselves upon you. You are the everlasting Jiva Atma, the soul. Energy is never created nor destroyed. And neither have you. You've never been created nor destroyed. You understand? You've only just traversed different bodies throughout different lifetimes. That's it. So, where you go after you die depends on you, actually. You could come back to Earth, right? Or you can go with your creator, which is ideal, because Earth is very difficult. Things are difficult here. You see lots of things here that are not pretty or pleasant or lovely, right? You see greed, selfishness, anger, murder. These things are not at all resonant with the soul. They go against our own nature, right? If you study previous ages of existence like Satya Yuga, right? You'll understand Dwapara Yuga, you'll understand that human beings back then were much different than human beings are now, right? We are no longer gods. You understand what I'm saying? We are, but we've forgotten, and so we're not anymore, because we don't even have any ability to tap into that side of ourselves anymore, right? So gratitude is the ultimate cheat code to anything in life, because when you're grateful for something, it's not like you receive new AirPods and you're like, oh, I'm so grateful for these AirPods, and then you use them and you forget about your gratitude. Gratitude is a way of living. It's like identifying as like a certain gender. Like for me personally, I identify as a girl, a squirrel, you know what I mean? So it's the same thing with having gratitude. It's a part of you if you so practice it enough, over and over and over again every day. It'll become a part of you. And when it becomes a part of you, your consciousness changes. The way you see the world changes. And so the world changes around you. You have more things to be grateful for, because your life becomes easier because you are grateful for the things that you are experiencing in the now, even if they are so terrible and difficult. If you can be grateful for trauma, if you can be grateful for difficulties and struggles, you are made. You've passed one of the ultimate tests of this human life, of this reality, right? Is to understand that everything that comes your way, it's been given to you. Every bad or good circumstance, there's no such thing as good or bad. Every circumstance that has come your way, it's been given to you. The body you have has been given to you. The family you have has been given to you, right? You don't like someone in your family, change yourself. You can't change them. Change the way you see the circumstance. What are they mirroring to you that is triggering you? What within them is triggering you? Because people are mirrors of us. Whatever you don't like in someone, you don't like that because you already know about it, because you've seen it within yourself before. You see what I'm saying? So everything and everyone around us is simply a reflection of our state of consciousness, of our state of mind, of our state of being. So we have to take full responsibility for our experiences. We are responsible for how we experience our lives. You cannot blame anybody for anything. You cannot take pity on yourself for anything. You've attracted everything into your life, right? Why would you ever see yourself or paint yourself as the victim? Get up. You are in the video game still. You're still playing the game. You're not, you have to, keep going. So it's like people don't realize that they're the literal main character of their existence. This is what manifestation is, and like law of attraction and everything. And it all just really says that you attract everything that you experience. So be grateful for your experiences because you have handcrafted them. And if you don't like them, if you don't like what you're experiencing, you can change it, my love. You have all the power to change it. You are, the infinitesimal here. It is within you. It is within you. It is a part of you. That is your life. So gratitude is not just like feeling anger or feeling an emotion for a temporary amount of time. Gratitude is a way of living. And it is love. It is the art of love, really. And it is through difficulty that we learn, because if we don't face difficulty in life, you're never going to learn anything, right? Human beings love to be comfortable. We crave comfort, and we run away from discomfort. Isn't that the case? It's a survival tactic, and also, our souls naturally are attuned to the vibration of Anand, of bliss, of joy, of love, So that's why, to take a life, even if it's a bug's life, because a bug's life is a life nonetheless, yes? The size of the corporal body doesn't matter. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why you should never, ever kill. Right? Basic, fundamental law of nature. Did you give birth to whoever? Then don't, right? And even if you did give birth, you don't have authority. That is a life that is being sustained by. That's why, I'm just giving the bug example because I know people kill bugs. People do kill bugs. It's the most ridiculous, stupid, heartbreaking thing in the world. Why would you take a life? I don't want that on people's karmic bank balance, if you will, right? So right, law of the universe 101, protect your own life, protect the lives of others, right? But also understand that your life is your own. It has been handcrafted for you. So if you're facing difficulties in your life, respect that. Respect them. Face them with courage, right? Like Krishna said to Arjuna in the Gita, Arjuna, stand up and fight, right? Stand up and fight whatever it is that you have to do this. This is being placed in front of you. Fight. You don't have an option. So you might as well do it with courage, right? So it's the same thing in life. Whenever we face difficulties, it is important. It behooves us very much so. It really does assist the soul very much so in its own ascension and progress, that we face life's difficulties with even more gratitude that, oh my gosh, okay, this is so difficult for me because I'm resisting this lesson in some way, and I have to learn this lesson. There's no other way that I can continue on in this video game without facing this lesson. So I have to learn the lesson. Let me stand up and take it. Let me take the lesson, right? Let me do what I need to do to take the lesson. Whether that means quitting a bad habit, or quitting a relationship, or starting something that is difficult, like a project, or putting yourself out there, even if you're the most shy person in the world, but you need to teach. Fight. Stand up and fight. You have to, right? Right. So life is not easy for anybody. People have this common misconception that if they're successful, or if they have a lot of money, or if they just become famous or whatever, then their life is set. Your life is set when you pass away, because then you would have passed the ultimate test, which is death. Death is the ultimate test of life. At the time of death, you dictate via your consciousness where you're going next. Do you want to come back to Earth? Do you want to go home? So, if you are unsure of how to feel today, practice being grateful for your experiences, everything that has led up to your experiences thus far in your life. Because everything happens for a reason, and that reason is you. That reason is your soul's growth. That reason is the perfection that is within you. You are made by design. And that doesn't stop after you take birth. That continues on, even into your next lives. I love you very much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you in the next video.